Good evening, everyone. I just got my Cyberfrog PVC today. Look at that amazing frog. Look at this detail work. I'm zoomed in so you can see the details. I haven't decided if I'll take it out of the box. You look at that chrome, the chest details. It's very articulate, and you can tell the many paint steps and the chrome on the legs, the green on the head, the blue and yellow on the chest. This is most definitely a high-end PVC. Now, what's amazing is when you think about some of the art right here, that's from Wrecked Planet. That book is being completed. I believe he said he had a couple more pages, but think about it. You have Green Lantern, which Ethan Van Sciver used to work on, make 29,000 copies in the last numbers, according to some details I looked at. When this Wrecked Planet he made, that I also backed. I like good books. And Wrecked Planet made 25,000 copies sold, 4,000 less, but at $25 a piece, and Green Lantern was at $4.99. So you do the math. So I look at comics today and where everything is gay or bi or whatever thing that they want to create. And I'm amazed by it because you see, just looking at this glass, you can see just the details and everything he did. And I'm trying to hold everything straight. But this is the first book right here. This is Cyberfrog, Blood Honey. A beautiful book. The art's amazing. I've showed it before. A lot of people said it was a subpar book. Well, if that's true, if it had bad coloring, all books have fluting. Well, the customers sure liked it. Whereas Batman sold like 120,000 copies at $4.99 a piece, and maybe 500,000. This book right here, Cyberfrog Blood Honey, and my apologies for shaking the camera. It's made 1.1 million. So you have 21,000 customers willing to pay $25 a book. Now, why is this important? Besides the beautiful artwork and an amazing book and an amazing upcoming book that will have a second campaign once he's done, because so many people want that book. Wrecked Planet is in demand. Why does that truly matter? Everybody has their preferences. I don't care what you want to buy. But for me, I want a book I can enjoy, like when I used to read Del Keown or other masters, Steve Ditka or Kirby. What about Graham Nolan and Chuck Dixon and Batman? Now, why do I say this is because there's not a lot of really good comics anymore. they've lost the art of storytelling. It's more about pushing a message. It's more about their feelings or their emotions, their agenda of the day. And in reality, if you look at Cyberfrog, if you look at him creating this figure, I mean, look at this figure right here. This was created by him. He wanted to create this because no one, he was told, could create toys. Well, he obviously did, and the customers love it. A small batch of toys, around 25,000, compared to a mass amount, is a big deal. Now, back to my point, which this is the point, is that he made the toy because there's high demand. People wanted his product. They wanted a good story that was told, that had a beginning, a middle, an end. What made Cyberfrog the character that truly mattered? What brought people together and wanted Salamandroid to always be around with his little brother? Because the character you see right now is Salamandroid. He is a cybernetic salamander that was born at the same time as Cyberfrog. They were supposed to save the Earth. Things went a little wrong, but they're still in the fight. They're still in the story. They're still trying to do what they need to do, even in this apocalyptic situation, saving as many of humanity as they can. I just looked at the recent comic on the web, and it said that the main part of the comic was that Wonder Woman was in a relationship with Supergirl. Hey, if you like that, hey, that's all right. Because for me, I want a little more substance. I want a story. I want to be entertained. I want to see all the fears that each characters have, or how they're going to deal with it, how they take care of each other's problems. Now, another thing you might want to think about, I just got this today as well, and I looked at it. This is by Joe, and he created a book called Star Circuit. It was his first book he's ever made. Look at those colors. I'm not a big fan of purple, but he did a good color job, and so purple fits. It's about a guy that creates his own bike, and he wants to race in a big race. They said that no human has ever won against a robot, because the robots always won, and the humans always died if they tried racing. The book is about him building this bike and racing, and then doing what he was always wanting to do. How many people have wanted a story or had a plan in their life that they truly wanted to do it? Some are willing to go the extra mile. Now, of course, it has a bunch of goodies, but you know what? When I look at this art and this bike and all the details, the beauty is definitely there. Now, I'll leave you with this thought, is when we think about books, think about what interests you. Do you want a good story? Do you want a beginning, a middle, and end? Do you want something that catches your attention, makes you think? Or do you want something that fits your own personality and quirks? I know for me, I was always fascinated with books from Spawn to Witchblade. My first comic I ever read was Superman. And I liked Clark Kent and how he always stood up and fought the good fight and saved people no matter the cost. It was the Superman in the American way. It amazed me. And then the Fantastic Fours was my second comic. Hey, I had a personal connection to the thing. But you know, everybody's a little different. Find what you like and do some reading, and don't worry about if it's not with the big two, because both of these books and Frog Figure were all from Indiegogo. Talk to you later. Have a